It's the Mortgage Hour, courtesy of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Call them right now. Loan officers are standing by at 718-380-0006. Call First Republic Mortgage Bankers right now for all your purchasing and refinancing needs.
I say thanks once again to all the folks in tune to us, calling up and making their requests. This is Link Up Radio 93.5 WVIP. Now, Mr. Siskin, you have seen the newspaper, and you have seen the evolution, if I might say so, of the newspaper and what's going on with it, man. And I must once again, people can actually pick up this paper and know that every week they're going to find something about real estate. Something that's happening with real estate. For example, our folks out there picking up the Caribbean newspaper, you need to know when you pick up the newspaper, you know that you're going to find out what's happening in real estate this week. What's going on in the mortgage industry this week. That's the way I look at it. For example, folks are now tuning in, Scott, to Link Up Radio. Not just to hear about the news in the Caribbean, but what's even going on in the United States. I don't know if you listen to the news, you'll find out what's going on overseas.
Right.
In Iraq, all of that. The news is very comprehensive on Link Up Radio.
And, also, you're not just giving the real estate information that comes from First Republic and the mortgage information. No. You're also bringing very, very important immigration news, which is critical to, to the community.
Yeah, the Caribbean diaspora and beyond. And speaking about Caribbean diaspora, I don't know, maybe we need to stop using that phrase, Caribbean diaspora. Maybe we need to start say people, period. Because I noticed that when we take calls, we're getting people from Africa, people from the Philippines, people from China, people from so many countries that's tuning in to us for both immigration, music, the mortgage, real estate. People are just, it's just people in general. Evidently, they find this programming very interesting and very informative. So I got to say, great. Now, let me ask you something. If you had to run down a couple of the countries that solicit your business or come to your business come to you for help, can you run down 10 countries for me?
10? I don't know, but I can tell you that we have from Guyana, from Trinidad, from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Right. Also from Haiti. Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of little islands.
How come you haven't said Jamaica yet, man?
And Jamaica, of course. That goes without
saying. Son, you realize you said Jamaica,
And Jamaica, of course, and a lot of little islands.
What about Antigua?
What
about St. Kitts?
St. Kitts, it's interesting. I once did a mortgage myself for a guy who was the former high art in the police force there.
Right.
In St. Kitts.
What about Belize?
What
about Belize? Different country there.
I can't tell you that I honestly remember for sure about Belize.
Okay. What about Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, big time.
Big time, right? Because we got Sandra over there.
Right, absolutely, and there's no reason that they would be inhibited.
How about Americans?
Americans?
Yeah,
we do have Americans too.
Listen, man. I just want to say...
You notice that I didn't mention Americans.
About, you didn't mention Americans.
But honestly, we have been charted independently as 90% minority lender. Mm-hmm. 90%.
90%. Wow. It's beautiful, man. All I can say once again, folks, the name of the company is First Republic Mortgage Bankers. If you're truly looking for the right bank to do your home financing, make it First Republic Mortgage Bankers. If you don't believe me, have a conversation with one of the loan officers. They will not force you to do anything, and that's a promise. They won't. They will speak with you, they'll educate you, and then you make the decision. Just like the true testimonials that we've had right here on the airwaves, that's what it's all about, folks. And right now, you can still speak with Aaron. He's in the building. He has over a decade of experience handling, purchasing, and refinancing. And once again, make the move now. The number is 718-325-5555. Call up Aaron, speak with him. Ask Aaron where he's from. Ask him, what programs he have. It's the phone lines blazing. You notice every time I say the phone lines, it doesn't ring.
Yeah, 718-325-5555. You should definitely call. Listen, if you're house rich and cash poor, I've been reaching out to you. I want you to call 718-325-5555 right now. And if you would like to be in the future house rich, right now you're rent rich or rent poor, call also. Find out about qualifying, getting pre-approved. Already in the process, you can call too. But I really am focusing on those people out there that are just like the nice lady that we had on earlier, who had all this debt, but she was house rich and cash poor, and we turned it upside down. There's many of you out there. House rich, cash poor. Are you struggling just to make your payments? Are you paying 29% plus on some credit cards like Monica was? Call right now, 718-325-5555. I don't care if you've been rejected. I don't care if your credit score is below 500. I don't care if you don't believe it can happen. I don't care how many people have told you. I don't care how many bozo, Mickey Mouse mortgage brokers couldn't help, and maybe they took your money along the way. Don't be afraid to give us a call.
Can I be a true success story in the making?
Of course.
I've already been one for purchasing. Can I be one in the making now for refinancing and purchasing again? Do you mind? I don't mind sharing my business with people.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
I don't mind, because sometimes some of us got to stand up and be an example for others.
Well, I'm very proud to have you as a success story, and also Gil Bailey, and also the two broadcasters
on 9:30,
Roshan and Shamila,
right?
Who are on 9:30 a.m. Hello, right. Roshan and Shamila. Their success stories. Roshan about 6 different mortgages, and his son-in-law works for us, Shazim.
But one of the reasons why I like being a true success story is because I am of the community, and people have seen. A lot of folks know where I'm coming from. Some of them don't know where I'm coming from. But I like folks to understand that you all can be where it is that everyone else is going, including myself. So right now, I can honestly say this, and I'm gonna, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna lay it on you. So over the past 2 years, right? After purchasing my property, I decided to do some work on the house. Okay, and in doing that work, I used my own money to do that work. I reshingled the house. Okay, siding and roof. I did that. Also did some work on the garage. Okay. Did some internal work in the house, gutted and tore out something, customized it to my liking. Now, once again, folks, I'm using my money here because, it was not appropriate or right for me to refinance within the first or the second year. I could have, but Mr. Scott Siskin said, Squeeze, if you want, yes, you can, but it's not right. It's not the right time. And that's the reason why I love First Republic Mortgage Bankers. So with all that said and everything, and by the way, I went with a no-doc program, a piggyback program there, which helped me out tremendously. So now that I've just about finished, the last thing was the kitchen. So finally I can eat in the house. I don't have to be eating all over it now. Rockatone, I'm sorry, man, I'm going to have to cut down on the amount of food that I'm getting down there. I know you got your boat ride coming up on the 21st, but food's going to cut in half as to how much food I've been ordering over the past few years. So now I said, Mr. Siskin, I am ready now. And he said, yes, now is the right time. Now this is a true success story, folks. He said, now is the right time to refinance. So I said, okay. Now, Scott investigated, the house appreciated the whole 9 yards and all that, and he came back to me and he said, okay, you have 2 options, okay? And he said, I'm going to tell you which one I highly recommend for you, Squeeze, because I know you. He said, 1, you can go for reducing your monthly payments that you're paying. He said you can consolidate, okay, the mortgage payments and have 1 mortgage payment and pay a lot lower than what it is that you've been paying, or you can go ahead and take your cash out, and whatever comes up as far as cash out. And the man has been on my ass saying, you want to take the first one, you want to take the first one, you want to take the first one. So I said, Scott, I need some money, man. He said, you want to take the first one. He said, Squeeze, I know you. You can find the money to put back in your pocket where your investments over the past year is concerned. You don't need to take the money out. So guess what, folks? I decided to listen to this man. I'm going to go with reducing, which is kind of cool. Reducing the amount of monies that I'm paying monthly, okay? And guess what, folks? It's going to be over $1,000. And think about that. $12,000 a year I'm going to be saving. That's $12,000 that can go towards one of my other kids' Ivy League education.
Or your retirement.
Or my retirement. Yeah. Well, no, my retirement is all the properties that you have encouraged me to buy along with my mom.
Imagine taking that $1,000 and putting it in a fund.
Yeah.
Every single month religiously.
Yes, and it compounding.
Right.
Wow, it's beautiful. I've been doing some of that for a while now, though, so it's great. So, folks, the moral of the story here is the education that you can get when you speak with First Republic Mortgage Bankers. They're going to tell you what the right thing is, and that's the reason why I'm investing elsewhere in other states and other.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Florida, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Maine. Headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York. Don't forget to tune in to the early ride home every Monday from 5 to 8 o'clock. And also every single day to the Winner's Circle from 11 to 12 on Link Up Radio.